if you got a bumper.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Keontae George. Markkanen is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then there's Walker Kessler, and it's Bailey in at the two-guard spot. And for Sacramento, outside in the perimeter, Levine and DeRozan. Murray and Sabonis make up the inside pair, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. We got minutes, we have rotations. These elements, Greg, are very much in the works at this time of the season.
And I tell you, a hot streak from a role player might earn them a starting spot. And further success can really shake things up. Giving everyone a fair chance is key.
Now here's DeRozan. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. Pass to Bailey. Shoots over DeRozan, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
Now, here's Markkanen after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. Markkanen passes to Kessler. Schroeder comes with the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
So it's Utah now, 5 to shoot. Here's George. Here's Kessler. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Yeah, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat briefly. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. The coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And here's George after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now here's LaVine. His last outing, he had 24 points. Pass to DeRozan. Back to Schroeder. Sabonis sets the pick for Schroeder. Sabonis, high post. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Showing the concentration, Sabonis nails the mid-range shot.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. George against Schroeder. Pass to Filipowski. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Sabonis grabs the board. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to Los Angeles.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, so you're surprised whenever you see a lopsided score.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
Love to see Sabonis get dominant like this. Defense has no chance to interfere.
And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Now, here's DeRozan. Murray dishes to DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And people forget that DeMar DeRozan has competed in multiple dunk contests. This man has elite bounce.
Here's George. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Kessler, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Murray banked in off the glass.
And Murray knows how to execute inside. You cannot give him these opportunities.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Kessler. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's George. Nice shot from the wing. Sacramento leading by 3. Outside, Levine. Offline with his 3. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Filipowski passes to Markkanen. Now, Filipowski. Clock at 6. Kessler the screen. From T to George. Cans it from downtown. George has got 5 now.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
And DeRozan kicks to Levine. Pass to DeRozan. Murray sets a screen for DeRozan. Shoots over Markkanen. And it's DeRozan missing.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Now, Bailey. Outside, George. Markkanen a screen on Levine. So they take the lead. That's 7 points for George.
What's not to like? He's been really good so far. Good start.
Left side, Levine. To end the run. Buries it from three-point range.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Kings making a change here. Ellis has checked in. At the break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. You take a look at Sabonis, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And, of course, Walker Kessler. He's also having a tremendous season rebounding the ball.
But these guys are always around the hoop, always with a nose for the ball. A dominant season inside for both.
Kessler with it, defended by Sabonis. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, Sacramento this season, bringing in Dennis Schroeder to provide stability to their point guard position, and he's coming off an efficient postseason with Detroit. Schroeder's impact has varied depending on the situation, but the Kings are hoping and believing he'll thrive in their system.
They love his disposition. Thank you, Shams. That free throw, no good. And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild, but they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now. That ended last year when they really bottomed out.
Now here's Ellis. Pass to Levine. Lets it go with a 3. Filipowski grabs the board.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's George. Now Markkanen, the tray. They get it back. Pass to George. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Rebound by Murray. Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Ellis finds DeRozan. Kicks it out to Ellis. Stolen by George. Here's Bailey. Guarded by Levine. Bailey passes to Filipowski. And finished off by Bailey.
And no shortage of agility for Bailey. He just leaps up to the rim.
Ellis outside. Levine sets the screen for Ellis. DeRozan surveying the D. Over Markkanen. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Here's Kessler. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 4-point Jazz lead.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Sabonis' screen on Markkanen. Can they get it? And it's DeRozan missing.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Eubanks, he's checked in for Sacramento. Then for the Jazz, Sensabaugh is checked in. And it's Collier in for Bailey. Here's Levine. He has 6. Pass to Eubanks. Levine against George. Ellis right side. Shoots over Collier. Ellis can't get it to go.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Inside. Here's Kessler. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. Charge comes in for Murray. And it's Carter in for DeMar DeRozan. That's good from Kessler. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Some numbers for Sabonis. Last season, he played outstanding. First in rebounding, and he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. Now here's Levine. 6 points for him. Pass to Carter. Now here's Sabonis. Sacramento moving it around, and he makes that one. Levine's got 8 points.
Inside the paint, Levine's agility is just a difference maker. That's what allows him to get to almost any shot.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Back to you, Kevin.
You got it, making the commitment. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Can't hit the corner three. Utah leading by 5. There's the lob to Markkanen. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Out to Saric for 3. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Davis is checked in for Levine. The Jazz making a switch here. .130 left in the first quarter of the game. There's a good screen. Pass to Collier. Shot clock at 6. Into the lane. Here's Niang. Hits it from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here is Davis. Outside, Sabonis. Great D that time from Nurkic. Off his leg, and they're saying he kicked the ball. Sacramento making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. Martin, he's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Collier, still scoreless. Screen by Niang. From outside the arc. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
In the corner, it's Sabonis. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Sabonis has got 7 points.
He's off to an impressive start. Always nice to get 3 of your first 4 to drop.
Martin with a screen on Ellis. Martin with the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 7.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's the Utah Jazz bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks paying off.
Ellis is out there with Carter. Then it's Sabonis. Then it's Dario Saric. It's Clifford at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. The Kings shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
That free throw, no good. So, Greg, in the offseason, the Kings made it a priority to address their need at point guard.
I mean, they had multiple combo guards on the roster, but lacked a true lead guard. And they realized they needed someone who could run the offense, hoping Dennis Schroeder can fill that role.
And the Kings making a change here. Davis is checked in. And the second free throw, good. And you think of the great shot creators. Richard, how underrated is footwork to what they do?
Oh, it's very underrated. It's not just big men. You look at guys like Jalen Brunson, Kyrie Irving, even going back to Kobe Bryant. Great footwork will always enable you to get off your shot.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Carter finds Davis. Nurkic against Sabonis. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Nurkic. Sabonis, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Anderson passes to Niang. Jazz passing it around. Here's Sensabaugh. He's guarded by Ellis. Nurkic a screen on Davis. Nurkic trying to get open. Anderson's shot is off. The Kings trail by 8. Here's Ellis. Saric outside. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Anderson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Then his shooter's checked in for Sacramento.
Substituting on the court.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Carter. Puts up a deep 3. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Utah leading by 8. Now Niang. Here's Collier. Still yet to score. Here's Niang. Three-pointer. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. On the wing, Ellis. Carter outside. Hits the three-point foul.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Jazz making a switch here. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. Fourth, the Kings.
They took pride in their success at the line, and it forced opposing defenses to be very careful against them.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Outside, Markkanen. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Ring shot on the way. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Talk about a guy, Richard, who can shoot the lights out. Keon Ellis, over 40% for his career from three.
Yeah, coming into the league, everyone talked about his defense. But he's shown great touch from outside and generally takes good shots.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Down low. And Bailey gets it to go on the assist by Nurkic. Bailey's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A little contact like that isn't going to do much to alter Bailey.
Here's Ellis. Left side, Sabonis. To the left side wing. Now here's Schroeder. Tight defense on him. Here's Ellis. Rebounded by Bailey.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And here's Sabonis. The Kings need to get off a shot here. The shot by Sharch, no good. Jazz leading by 4. Here's Collier. Bailey with a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Bailey's got 7 points.
A big reason why Bailey went high in the draft. He's a guy who can score without dominating the ball.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Sacramento. Zach LaVine comes in for Carter. And Utah also making a switch. Kessler's checked in. Sabonis kicks to DeRozan. Schroeder outside, and he gets the jumper to drop. Schroeder's got his first basket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Pass to Markkanen. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Utah.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
The Kings trail by 8. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist from DeRozan. DeRozan's got 3 assists now in this one. Jazz have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. The drive by Schroeder. Levine against Markkanen. Levine can't hit.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Pass to Collier. Here's Kessler. Here's Collier. Scoreless thus far. 3 on the clock. Shoots from the high post. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Good on the three-point shot.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Jazz leading by 3. Here's Collier. From deep three-point land. Another miss by Utah.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Sabonis a screen on Markkanen. It's DeRozan with the drop. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sabonis. And Utah also making a switch. Keontae George, he's checked in for Collier. Schroeder outside, just 5 to shoot. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And a new front office taken over in Sacramento, Richard, this past summer.
Not to mention first-time head coach Doug Christie taking over the sidelines. Insignificant change to this roster. It'll all be judged by the results on the floor as usual.
The Jazz again can't hit it. That was something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
The Kings making a switch here. Charge is checked in.
Taking a look here at some numbers for George. A very nice season for him last year. Last season put up about 16 points a game, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game.
Now here's Schroeder. Last game we saw him score 13. Pass to Eubanks. Now Schroeder, the 3. Kessler with the rebound.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Kings are great offensively, but looking for continued improvement on the other end. Head coach Doug Christie said, defensively, what I'm asking them to do, the level of intensity, is difficult. I want you to play so hard that you raise your hand and say, quote, I need to come out of the game. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Pass to George. Back to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
And rising with such ease, Markkanen likes to get up top to bring it down.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the inside. Eubanks. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
George passes to Markkanen. And it's Bailey in the corner. Jazz passing it around. Pass to Markkanen. The offensive rebound. And Kessler throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there. He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Sacramento making some changes. Sabonis comes in for Eubanks. And Murray subbed in for Sharp. Jazz leading by 5. Now here is George. He's got 7. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Schroeder. DeRozan passes to Murray. 1:27 left now here in the second. Here's DeRozan. Rebounded by Bailey.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Levine with it. Bailey picks him up. Levine kicks it over to Schroeder. Murray outside. The wide open look here for DeRozan. His three-pointers off the mark. Jazz have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. George looking over the floor. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
And the first one drops.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
And he can't make it. 3 for 3. There's no doubt Sabonis has developed RJ into one of the best big men in the NBA. A double-double machine.
Yeah, and what's most impressive about his 2024 performance, he had a game where he was the first player in NBA history to have a triple-double without missing a shot, turning the ball over, or committing a foul. It was literally a perfect game.
The Kings trail by 7. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Right side, DeRozan. Here's Sabonis. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Jazz out in front, up by 7. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Sacramento Kings.
I can't see what they're trying to do offensively. Maybe with a little more patience, that shooting percentage will tick upwards.
Yeah, we saw several instances where the guys should have just made the extra pass. All right, and now let's talk about that first half in the paint where two centers are really battling it out.
This reminds me of how the league was in my time. Amazing battles at the center position most nights. Kenny could attest to that.
No, I like it is now, brother. Man, them threes flying up and those big men sitting on the bench.
Yeah, I'm going to sit you on your bench.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Without question, Walter Kessler displaying his skills in this one.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And we've got a report now from the sideline as we get the scoop on Keon Ellis. Ellie, how is he?
Hey guys, the Sacramento's head athletic trainer gave me an update. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. He's not returning tonight. Shouldn't be out too long, but we'll see. Guys, back to you.
Good information as always, Ellie. We thank you.
A lot of people are going to be very happy to hear that report, and I'm sure he's relieved too.
So on the floor for Utah, they've got Walker Kessler, Bailey out there with George. Then there's Markkanen, and it's Filipowski in a power forward.
There's no question Bailey can score from anywhere. The defense cannot allow this guy to run free.
Shooter passes to Murray. Wants to get it to DeRozan, and does. Shoots over Markkanen, and it's DeRozan missing. Jazz leading by 8. To the middle. Pass to George. Yep, that one goes in there. George has got 9.
Yeah, the keep it simple method. Good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
Bounce pass, Schroeder fires for 3. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
The Jazz have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
One shot.
The Kings trail by 13. Pass to Levine. Sabonis, high post. Outside, Levine. Over Bailey. And it's Levine that time on the assist by Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 3rd assist on the night. Kessler, a screen on Schroeder. George with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Shot clock at 5. Back to Markkanen. Shoots the 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Schroeder finds Murray. Shoots from the right block, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Murray's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Sacramento. Pass to Bailey. To the paint. Wants to get it to Kessler, and does.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Murray. Outside, Levine. Off target from outside.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
George against Schroeder. Outside Levine. Pass to DeRozan. And that comes off the assist by Levine. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. Now Bailey. Outside Markkanen. Filipowski the bounce pass. And it's George missing. The Kings trail by 9. Levine kicks to Sabonis. DeRozan against Markkanen. Markkanen with the block.
And how about Markkanen using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 5. Levine can't hit. Markkanen looking it over. And stolen by Murray. DeRozan in the corner. Rebound, Utah. Markkanen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Down low. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And checking out some stats for Levine. Great showing for him last season. And amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And back to what you said, he was runner-up in the three-point accuracy category last season because no one could get him out of his rhythm. He was just unstoppable. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. They get it again. Filipowski finds Markkanen. Filipowski with it. Murray on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot. Nice D from Sabonis.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Make some noise. Get up out of your seats for your Sacramento Kings Street Team. Get out there. Is your squad. That's right, everybody. Who wants a free t-shirt?
Collier. He's checked in for the Jazz. To the inside, DeRozan, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Ace Bailey.
Let me tell you, DeMar DeRozan is one of the best at manipulating defense. That's why he gets to the line at such a ridiculous clip.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Into his mid-30s, the veteran DeMar DeRozan holding up well, Greg.
And such a consistent presence for his team. DeMar plays at his own speed, and he has mastered the art of the mid-range.
He hits both from the stripe. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throw? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
And the free throw, no good.
And no doubt, one of the more polarizing prospects in this year's rookie class. Bailey makes shots few others can, but he's still adding strength and polish to his all-around game.
Sabonis' shot is off. Jazz leading by 11. Here's Collier. No scoring in this one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Jazz have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Sacramento. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Levine up top, defended by George. 6 to shoot. And good that time. Levine's got 12.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Now Bailey. 12 points for him. Kessler finds Filipowski. And here's George for 3. Carter pulls it in.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
Inside, here's Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 13 rebounds.
Excellent body control by Sabonis, rolling off the pick and into position.
Bailey passes to George. Takes the 13-footer, and Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Here's Bailey. Another miss by Utah. DeRozan inside. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Okay, Mr. DeRozan. DeMar still got some bounce left.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Utah leading by 6. Here's Collier. Outside, George. From past the arc. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Pass to Collier. Back to George. Here's Bailey. Here's Collier to end the drought. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Payne passes to Murray. It's stolen by Bailey. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Teams changing it up here.
Substituting on the court.
Utah leading by 6. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier, defended by Carter. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Collier, buries the jump shot. And the Jazz lead by 8.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And they continue to control the glass.
1:49 left in the third quarter. Pass to Sensabaugh. Nice D from DeRozan. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. From 15 feet away, that misses off the backboard.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Collier. Stolen by Carter. To the middle. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him.
Ooh, he is in the zone offensively. Sabonis is making good selections and playing with great intensity right now.
Here's Collier. Pass to Niang. From outside, off the mark.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
DeRozan, and the shot is good. And now it's just a 4-point Utah lead.
The closer DeRozan gets, the more dangerous he is. That's fantastic work inside.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Niang. Pass to Sensabaugh. All alone. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
That is explosive athleticism by DeRozan. His dunks, oh man, they'll make a rim shake.
Here's Sensabaugh. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay mon. Now we thought the third
The previous play is under review.
play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that.
The third quarter comes to a close. Jazz lead by 4. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Drew Eubanks out there with Sharp. Then there's Carter. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Levine at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Eubanks grabs the miss. The Kings trail by 4. Here's Carter, and he gets the bucket. Carter's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Kings.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Markkanen. Here's Collier. No good from outside. The Kings shooting about 42% so far. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Carter. Now Levine. Back to Carter to take the lead. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Let's go to the sideline and hear some news about Keontae George. Ellie, take it away.
I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Utah. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. A return to the floor was very 50-50. It's the kind of injury that would sideline many players, but everyone's built a little differently. So, guys, he's going to brave it out.
Thanks, Allie. We appreciate the update.
Yeah, there's a lot of anticipation around this, as always, when dealing with injuries.
Here's Sensabaugh. After the basket by Dario Saric. Here's Niang. No good on the triple.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Saric finds Levine. Here's the screen to the inside. Here's Eubanks.
Smart play call by Levine. Breaks up the defense, feeds the easy shooter.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Now Niang. And Utah again with the bucket.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Pass to Carter. Fires from the wing. Utah with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Collier. And the shot goes in.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Schroeder outside. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Saric.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Here's Nurkic. Eubanks grabs the miss. On the wing, Levine. Back to Schroeder. Carter outside to take the lead. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists now tonight. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Niang. It's rebounded by Schroeder. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now here is Carter. Carter sets the pick for Levine. And Levine throws it down.
I don't know where you've been, but everybody else knows that Zach LaVine, this man is an aerial artist. He makes the hardest dunks look so easy.
Pass to Markkanen. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
The Kings have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Schroeder dishes to Carter. Now Eubanks. Schroeder outside. 4 on the shot clock. Carter sets the pick for Schroeder. Launches it. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Kings lead by 4.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers. Since halftime, they've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Now, here's Markkanen. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Niang. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Sacramento leading by 4. Here's Schroeder. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Schroeder's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Pass to Markkanen. Now here's Nurkic. Eubanks defending. It's tipped. Here's the break. Here's Sensabaugh. Up top, Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Collier. Just 5 on the clock. Right side, Markkanen. From the arc. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Levine kicks it over to Schroeder. Now here's Saric. Outside, Levine. This one for 3. Utah with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
Now, here's Nurkic. Markkanen finds Niang. Nurkic a screen on Schroeder, trying to get something going. Pass to Nurkic, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
He's a big man that loves to get physical for his team. Yusuf Nurkic knows his job is to go battle in that paint.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Kings.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Some changes for Sacramento. Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. Keegan Murray comes in for Saric. And it's DeRozan in for Carter. And both free throws good for Nurkic.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves. You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz.
Team foul. Shooting for Sacramento.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
One shot.
And that free throw good from DeRozan.
A premium talent in this league. DeRozan about as valuable as they come.
George passes to Markkanen. Looking for Filipowski and gets it there. 11 feet out and he hits it.
Not going to miss that one very often. Great job.
Outside, Levine. Back to Schroeder. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. And the Kings lead by 7.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Bailey. And they double up Markkanen. Launches it. Knocks down the three.
Accepting more of a leadership role over time. Markkanen not bashful at rising up to take huge shots.
Now, here's DeRozan. Here's Sabonis. Can't get it to go. Outside, Markkanen. Now George. Shoots. And he hits the jumper.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's DeRozan. And it's sent back by Kessler. How about this run break they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Levine with it. Bailey picks him up. DeRozan against Markkanen. And that one is good.
All of that experience coming together. DeRozan knows when his team needs a bucket, he's the one.
Here's Bailey. Outside, George. There's the pick. Off the glass.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Markkanen against DeRozan. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Does not go in. A lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
Markkanen got it to go off the glass.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And we got a timeout called by Doug Christie. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I was able to listen in on what Doug Christie was going over with his team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. DeRozan! Oh, the jumper goes!
The veteran leader of this squad, DeMar DeRozan, showing the kids how it's done down the stretch.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3, but they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Second difference between shot clock and game clock. DeRozan against Markkanen. Outside George. To take the lead. And he does not hit. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And Doug Christie is called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. So they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Third team. At the line for 2. Dennis Schroeder.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That'll pretty much do it.
And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 4. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Filipowski with it, puts up a 3. That shot no good. And so it's Sacramento who's straight by with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Thanks a lot. All right, Zach, a great win against a tough opponent. What enabled you guys to come out on top?
No, they're a big-time team in the West. We got to just play consistently, and we're as good as any team out there. We're going to continue to push, and, I think we can play with anybody.
All right, thanks, Zach. Love the confidence.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Domantas Sabonis.